And live.
Hi.
Dungeons & Dragons!
Almost Merry Christmas.
Almost.
Almost. Less than a week left before too much food.
Oh, look at us. We're
I'm the only one here.
Why has that happened?
Because clearly I am the best
Why
looking.
are you the only one showing?
It's not just me this time. I'm not alone.
It's Gert's fault. He infected us.
Fair enough.
Bree's
Still,
episode.
I'm not
Oh,
alone.
right, no.
Are we in the wrong channel?
No. It's there's a known issue. Another DM I was watching the other day had the exact same issue happen to them.
No.
I don't know why Breeze is okay.
Because I am a known issue, so...
You were a halfling, not a gnome.
I'll just make absolutely sure of something. Frosth, let me make sure your user ID is correct.
Oh, I should probably not be Matthias.
No.
Hold on a second.
No.
He can be, but it would get very confusing.
yeah.
I did swap just now to Bree, so... You weren't the only one.
I
Hang
could
on
be
a
Jenna, yeah.
second.
Don't know if you want that, but I could.
What are we holding on to?
How the hell?
Share.
Hope for a better future.
Yeah. No, that's lost already.
Well, it can't get much worse. I've already destroyed a city.
Yes.
For now.
Not the world.
Okay, no, never mind this.
Not yet.
I thought Laren had gone to shit somehow.
But think of, like, all the other places you could destroy, Phineas.
Yeah.
Oh.
That you
Like
will
the hand
destroy.
of fate.
Believe in yourself. You will destroy more cities.
I might just need
I
to
will
set
destroy
up
the
bridges for
hand
everyone.
of fate, and it will be fine because I will have gotten the redemption.
By
Right.
killing more innocents?
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's nothing I can do to fix this right now. Why it's happening, I'm not sure. It is a pain in the neck that is unfortunately beyond my control to fix.
Just look
Hell
at
yeah.
What
the
it is.
amazingness that is...
As I said, I don't understand why Bree is working. It would make more sense if Bree wasn't working. Mine working
That's
makes
true.
perfect sense because mine's actually a completely different thing. But
Play the
Show
banana?
off.
no, mine's a... Because mine's always the same, I can just use the Fugi website. I can't use that for you guys because you change for every different game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'd have to...
We're special.
Yeah, because I can't set up that many custom ones without having to fork over cash, which I don't want to do.
So you could do it.
Wow.
Anyway, D&D.
Yes, did it. Go ahead and do the recap, people.
Kirsty, go.
I think Gert should do it with how sassy he's being to the DM.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
very
I've
sassy.
had a day, okay?
I think the whole party's had a day.
I've had a year. Get over it.
Okay, I'll do what I remember. We fought the Mimic. We all nearly died because I used wild magic for the first time.
Yeah.
It was
And
fun.
the second time was worse. And...
Was it?
No, it was... Well, I got potted planted. That was pretty fun. I ended up in the ethereal plane like 3 times.
Twice, but yes.
But yeah, I almost TPK'd the party. Jagdek went down. He's the core healer.
I have berries. We would have been fine.
I have
Maybe.
berries, he says.
Fine, you can keep using your berries to keep yourself alive in the future, then, can't you?
One guy
Okay.
came running in to help us and hid under the cart for most of it. And then we thought he was trying to steal the loot, but then he took it back to the cart for us, so it wasn't too bad. And then he led us here.
To be fair, he hasn't given it to us yet.
Yes, I did. I threw at least
Yeah.
several items towards you guys.
Yeah,
What's
don't...
that?
He
What's-
kept
what's-
one thing, and it was the
What's
cloak.
that cloak that you're wearing, huh?
Yeah, well, that's...
To be fair,
Are
he
you
busted
asking
out of a
what, or are
mimic.
you
He earned
asking-
that.
Who
To
are
be
you
fair, I
asking?
think he earned that by breaking out the
100%.
mimic, as Bree just said.
And stealing it while it was flying.
While
Yeah.
I was, yeah.
Which, by the way, I still have the staff of the adder on me. I don't know if that's something I was meant to keep or give back to the group.
No, you would still have that on you.
Were we
Okay.
supposed to look at the loot?
There was loot.
I think
There
you
was.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We didn't sort out where it's going officially, but yeah.
I was pretty sure Snow got the bow.
Oh, yes.
Well, yeah, snow is the artillery in the sky. Like,
It is a semi-nerf though.
Well, it depends how you use it. Also, because of the new
Yeah,
rules, you can
I
use
know.
both of your bows in one turn.
Ooh.
You just could shoot with your longbow to get piercer, and then switch to the energy bow for the rest.
Nah.
I don't know who was interested in the neck. I know Bree was. I don't know if anyone else was.
invested in what? Sorry.
The neck.
The
You
net?
haven't finished the recap, by the way.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, we got to the safe haven, and we met the vampire guy, and I don't remember much else other than going over to the bedroom area because I wanted to hide from existence, and Bree ran off.
Clearly,
And
Kirsty
back
doesn't
up with the
remember a
car.
vampire. What's his name, huh, Kirsty?
Yeah, what's his full name?
I don't know.
I just call him Dead Avocado.
Julio Ricardo Ramirez.
Almost.
Oh, I forgot about Julio Ricardo Esteban Ramirez. There is more to that name, but I do not remember it.
I tried to keep little notes to keep in fashion with Bree.
Okay.
Count Ricardus Eldrick Darkmoor von Shadowbrook.
Yes, it is.
Look at that.
What he said.
Hello, Andy.
See? Faena's the smart one. She has notes.
Shame the player's an idiot, but still.
You're not an idiot, man.
Naive.
Okay. Well, with that, we can continue. So, you have arrived here. You're all pretty beat up. I think, yes, all of you are hurt in some way or form.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I hearing myself? That is awful.
Never do that. Never listen to yourself. It's awful.
But I love your voice.
It's fine.
There we go.
We handle it.
But yes, what are you all doing?
I'm checking out the rooms.
They're very cramped.
It's fine, I'm small. I will sleep on the floor with a blanket.
No. We'll fit. Although it's probably a bit early for bed.
No, it's not. It's actually night.
Okay.
Didn't we push on to get here?
Yeah,
Okay.
because of the small one over there.
I will put. Maybe. Do I have a robe? I guess I have some clothes. I'll put something over the door handle so people know it's occupied.
Okay.
A spare sock.
Pierre is gonna lean in the direction of Bree and say, "That tall fuck over there called us small ones. Does he know he's the one that is freakishly tall?"
He's
Pointing
my
to what?
friend.
Me.
Oh. Oh, I thought it was Jagdek.
No, towards Zaelste.
Because I said that we pushed. I said not in the game.
Oh, my bad then. My bad.
That's why I was confused because I knew it wasn't an in-game comment.
Well, that didn't happen then.
Also, Bree's apparently still raging. Let's just get rid of that.
Could have been rage drinking.
I mean, she's having to talk to Pierre, so you know.
Yeah.
Can I get a new description of Pierre? Because I'm gonna be real here. I just remember him being small and nicking a cloak and hiding.
Well, GM, can you put full portrait on screen, please?
Yeah, sure. 1 second.
Incoming jump scare.
Yep.
Ah!
Oh yeah.
As you see that pictures, everything echoes in your mind. You just hear,
Oh no.
and that's it. That's all you need to know about Pierre. He's just he looks like an halfling. He's about normal height for them. Brown hair, green eyes, a smug smile you want to punch. He has a bandolier with a bunch of daggers on it because he seems to think he looks cool that way. And now he has a cloak.
Is it green? Is it a green
I
cloak?
decide that it is green. Yes.
I will allow this.
Thank you. No, and now he has a cloak, and he's happily trying to find something good to drink at the bar right now.
He thinks he looks so cool.
Race is he?
Halfling.
Halfling. So there's 2 halflings and a gnome on the team.
Yep.
Nice.
No, if he's a halfling, it means he is a chef because all halflings are good cooks. That's my stereotyping.
Head cannon.
That's racist.
That is actually a stereotype of at least
Oh, okay.
Forgotten Realms halflings are very fond of food.
And
Yeah, they're homely and party-ish.
They'll steal your heart and steal your gold.
if you guys had paid attention, you guys would know what his job is. But seems like because he's a halfling, it's easier to think and believe stereotypes than listen to what people have to bring to the table.
Frosth, don't be condescending. Dick, you sailor.
Is a butcher sailor.
Well, when we find a boat, we'll get you involved.
Getting a drink.
The
You got a
dwarf
water right
behind
next to you?
the dwarf
For now.
will just the ale that he draws in the barrel is not very good.
I don't care.
Doesn't
I'm
stop me
hurting.
either.
I'm hurting. Like,
Not very strong either.
doesn't matter. I just need something.
I'm just gonna hold my like tankard out to Zaelste, so like like a toast motion, like we're here.
I don't look at you, but I still bump the glasses.
Nice. And I just drown myself.
I'm like slumped into the stand, just like ugh.
Yeah, the dwarf's just going to look at the three of you who are definitely the most hurt, and then at the very hurt half-giant man in the back. Perhaps you should be getting some rest.
In time, I need this.
There's need first.
We're socializing.
Uh-huh. What happened anyway? You run afoul of the cannibals or something?
Well, I got eaten, but not by cannibals. By a. What was that, by the way?
Mimic.
It's not normal one. I've been eaten by a normal one.
Bad mimic.
They smell weird from the inside, don't they?
I wouldn't know.
Surprisingly, the first encounter where I was eaten, I was probably the safest. This one's different and weird.
Had a kobold.
The global just take, you know that, right?
Right, well, I've seen the green one around before, but who are the rest of you?
Newcomers.
I'm Bree. I'm drinking a lot at this point. It's just like chug. More, please.
I'm associate of the guy behind me if you really want to know.
Oh, the old guy. Yeah, he's not very talkative.
I know. There's a lot that he seemingly didn't tell people.
He's just going to sort of give you a... You can feel his eyes on the back of your head as you say that.
Mm-hmm.
Really sure I told you everything.
Well, only after, like, it hit the fan, seemingly.
After I found out about it, you mean?
Which was... I mean, I don't know when you found out about this.
Around the time I lost my arm.
Hmm. Yeah. any other pieces of information you have?
I'm more wondering why he is here, and he's going to look back over to the Pontiff.
He's not the Pontiff anymore.
Looks like the Pontiff.
Yeah, looks like, but people
Can be
people that
deceiving.
work for the Inquisition tend to not know what they're doing, and he kind of does now. He at least remembers what he's been doing. He's not exactly fond of it now, let's say that.
I'll be keeping an eye on him all the same.
It's fine. I don't think he's going to be leaving here for a bit.
He did get rid of his robes, didn't he?
Yeah, he's just dressed. I don't have another token for him, but he's just dressed in like
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
simple traveling clothes. He'll look round at you all and just, as the seniority that came from his previous position is still sort of there. You all shouldn't be drinking too much tonight. You should just get some rest.
Fine. Just gonna go over to Jagdek. I'm just gonna sort of flomp into his arms and just be like, bed.
I will grab her and okay, pray to the bed.
There's some beds in either of the corridors you follow opposite this one.
Okay, make that way.
Where would have Pierre been sleeping the last few nights?
Probably hot bedding, to be honest.
Okay. Can you get us there, please?
Yeah, the corridor opposite over here.
Okay.
Either one of those corridors opposite.
Follow me.
There's one bed up that way. The rest are down here.
Okay.
Oh no, then would bring them to the most beds.
Yeah, you guys come around and you see a sock on the door over here.
Oh, we see nothing here.
Oh,
Oh, we're pinging.
yeah, no, there's no light over here.
Oh.
And you don't have dark vision, Pierre. Bree
Nope.
does.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you choose which room, Andy.
Which room's got the sock on? I didn't see.
This one here.
One.
Wherever
Look,
Jagdek
there's
goes,
one.
light
Okay.
follows.
Indeed.
Where would have Pierre be sleeping?
Any one of the rooms.
Okay, probably this one then.
I'll just flump at the end like a little dog, when they curl up by your feet.
Yeah.
That's Bree at the end of Jagdek.
While they've been drinking, Faena's been showing Phineas how to meditate because he wants to figure out what the hell is going on with his magic and how to control it, if he can.
If he can be in the word. Well, phrase.
Yeah.
Jonas is going to take a look at the two of you left in the room. So have you calmed down yet?
I'm not sure I know how to after what happened, to be honest.
Yeah, join the club.
Everything I stood for, everything I thought I was doing, I was helpful.
Yeah, try that, then times it by 3 decades.
And I'm not saying you've not got it worse. I heard enough stories about how long the service and how people remember it from the Pontiff over there.
It's not so simple for the Inquisitors, but yeah.
I mean, the stories he told us are unpleasant to say the least.
Well, that's the situation we're in now. I don't know much more about it than you do. Just what Hawk was managed to tell me.
It's more it's more the information they told me about why they did what they did to me in the first place. That's also lingering in my mind, and I don't know what to do with.
Yeah, you were hired to kill me.
Yeah.
By the Inquisition.
Yes. Hired is a generous way of putting it, let's just say.
Conscripted. I guess. Then,
how much do you know of the rest of that?
Not much, to be honest. Just what we heard when the Pontiff was about to fight you all. You were hired to kill me. And then that's it. I left before you interrogated the man. What else do you know, like?
There was a reason they did it. Apparently. I have no proof. He could have been lying. But judging by his stories afterwards, once he was freed, so to speak, I don't think it was a lie. It was about my, let's just say my blood. Let's just say that. Genetics, whatever.
Lineage?
Lineage, that's the word. Something to do with the Mad King. Mad Emperor, sorry.
So Celis. Interesting. I wasn't aware he had children.
It's probably good that that people don't know that. Hell, even I didn't know. And I'm supposed to be maybe one of them.
Well, you don't appear to be a madman trying to wreak havoc all over the continent, so I wouldn't worry about that too much.
It's just that compounding on everything else. Leaving a friend like that, I let my emotions get the better of me and just left them. I've killed people, innocent people. I've killed, even the people there fighting us. One of them looked like they were going to surrender and then suddenly didn't. And then we just ended up having to kill him, which is... that hit too close. It reminded me of what they did to me in that moment.
It's definitely a difficult situation. But what are you going to do? Let them kill you?
Do I need to kill them in return?
Sometimes you don't have a choice. When you go,
Just like-
when two countries go to war, do you think that the soldiers are the evil ones?
No. I know they're following orders, but
Many of them don't have a choice but to... Admittedly, in this case, it's a bit more than normal, as he has this fiend that we were led to believe is a god. Seems to puppet people at times, but... Everyone has a story. Every bandit you've killed, he probably has some reason for being a bandit that isn't just, he's a bastard. It's never simple.
just a lot.
Hmm.
It's a lot. It was just a lot all at once.
Yes, I don't doubt. You should probably get some rest, though.
Yeah.
The booze in
Yeah.
here is not going to help. It's far too weak.
It's not meant to help in that way, at least. I just needed something.
Snow, what are you doing during all this?
Observing these two broken things.
Wow. Which? There's 3 broken things in the room.
Ah, Two he cares about, or at least one he cares about, one that's associated with it, so important.
So
And the
you
other
don't
one is
you don't care for the pontiff. Got it.
not that much.
Fair enough. Former pontiff.
Zaelste,
Hmm.
this applies to you as well, looking at Coronas.
You glance over to you.
You do know that the organization you work for doesn't make you, right? If you think you did good things, you did good things. Being told to do them doesn't make them
Well,
worse.
if there is one thing I can take pride in, apparently I was too good at my job, and that's why they wanted to kill me.
Exactly. And Zaelste, from this entire mess, you at least got something good.
Hmm.
Him. And not nudge towards Coronas. He taught you a lot. You look up to him, I can see it. Don't even try to deny. Learn from him. You don't have to be strong yet. Just make small steps to get stronger. Doesn't come easy, doesn't come cheap.
You were already strong enough to shrug off the control of fate whenever you were about to kill me, or try to.
There you go. Life isn't fair, never is, never will be. Best thing we can do is take the punches and get back up. You'll get there. Let's get some rest, man. And I'll stand up, walk towards Zaelste, and gently nudge him off the stool, away from the bad booze.
Fine. I'm still taking the drink with me though.
And that's fine.
Bring the tankard back in the morning.
No problem.
I'll wave it off like dismissively.
No, seriously, we don't have many of those.
I'm already leaving as he's saying that.
If we have time, I can make some wooden ones.
Well, I have matters to discuss with you tomorrow anyway, once you've taken a proper look around and maybe introduced yourself to the others here.
Who says that?
Kronos.
Okay.
Hawk asked me to pass on a few things, but they can wait till tomorrow.
You get some rest as well. We're still recovering.
He's just going to give you this sort of long suffering look. All I do now is rest. It's really quite irritating.
Well, like I said to him, nudging towards Zaelste, life sucks, it isn't fair, get over it, get some rest.
I can't see shit, by the way, so because there's no lights. I'm just heading towards where I see light.
Just stumbling around.
Yeah.
Now, which one isn't occupied?
In
I'll
this,
tell you.
in this section, I don't know if Jagdek or Pierre
This
marked
one
their
is
doors.
not occupied.
Okay.
Because we're in here, and Pierre went here.
And this is where Phineas and Faena are.
There's also another room up here.
No,
So-
just-
I
That
can't
one-
think.
That one's free.
Would you enter
Oh,
one
okay.
of the rooms by accident?
no. You'll start with the closest door, which luckily for them isn't theirs.
I would probably go to the closest door, so
Go ahead.
I can't see.
Oh, come on then, I'll grab him. I'll just not very gently shove him towards the bed. Myself, I'll sit down on against the ground.
There is another room.
I don't know that.
I mean,
Oh.
the guy told you, but okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Kronos can take
Told
the
us
other
there's
room.
like one up here.
All right, yeah.
Alright.
We're
No one
bonding.
told Snow, so yeah, you know.
Well, this is, funnily enough, a safe haven, so you all get a long rest.
Yeah.
Not blooded
Oh my
anymore.
God.
You'll wake up in complete darkness, Zaelste.
It's fine.
Is there something furry that he feels? Did the cat crawl onto the bed in the middle of the night?
No, he's not doing that anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is he not trying to like grab for something in the pen like he has been when he's been dreaming about weird shit?
Well, there's none for him to try and grab anymore.
No, I know. I don't know. Maybe he threw his coin somewhere and it rolled away.
No,
somewhere,
give me
I
a
don't know.
wisdom save.
Why do you guys do this to me?
Because it's
Because we
funny.
can.
No,
Because
that was
you
just
don't-
the first one.
11.
I mean, you have flashes of dreams in the night, but nothing too drastic. Again, you're on the hill. Again, the snow's coming down. Again, you see the armored men doing something on the hill above your village. But it's nothing new. And you don't wake up trying to steal something from another party member. Let's see. Zaelste, give me a wisdom save as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very similar to snow. You, as you're sleeping, you get flashes back to that empty period when you were traveling from Gazethray to Alexandria.
Mhm.
Traveling in the car, barely eating, barely doing anything, like a man possessed. Because
Yeah.
you kind of were.
A little bit.
Let's see. Ooh. Double checking other people's backstories for a moment. No, Phineas, you can give me one as well.
A wisdom save.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not a magical effect, so you don't have advantage. Phineas, you have a horrible night of nightmares. Of
Seems legit.
your magic running rampant, strange memories that you don't know were memories flowing about, faces you just suddenly one day forgot. It's a very rough night, and occasionally you'll just see the face of your grandmother tutting at you.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, that will do for tonight, for this night. So yes, in the morning you are all awake. It's not cold down here, but it's also not particularly warm. It's just sort of still.
I have talons still. I think that would be taken.
I'll get rid of that for you.
Cool.
Yeah, no one else has got anything.
I just deleted mine.
Yes. So,
Do we know where the others are, Faena?
I do not.
Oh,
Morning.
there's Bree. Speak of the devil and they'll appear.
I'm a devil. Cool. Cool.
No, it's a turn of phrase. I was just wondering where you guys were, and you appeared.
Anyway,
Did anyone else have really weird dreams?
dancing pots and pans. Does
No.
that count?
That's pretty normal for you.
That's true.
My grandma was upset with me.
Sorry. I go over and give an awkward pat because Bree doesn't do comfort very well. She's trying, but
My grandmas are always angry about something anyway. Mine always used to ask me to go get a switch in the. Yeah.
what?
Didn't your grandma ask you to go get switches when she was feeling angry?
No.
Oh, okay.
What's a switch?
Well, it has to be about this long. It's a stick. It needs to be supple enough to whip well, but hard enough to not break.
Did she use it on you?
What? Yeah.
And you went to go and get it for her?
Otherwise, it would be worse. She would go and pick a stick.
I would have opened the door at this point.
Is this a halfling thing?
No.
I think the poor man was beaten as a child.
I just murmur in the background, surprised you didn't bring trunk.
As in, I would have opened it if I could.
Yeah, you can open it.
Thank you.
What sort of tree is this, DM, by the way?
An orange.
tree.
Yeah, it's an orange tree. There's oranges growing on it.
And it's producing light?
No, there is a small hole in the ceiling just at the right angle to catch the sun.
Okay.
And there is a Jagdek here as well.
Jagdek. Jagdek.
Hmm?
I can't reach.
I will step over and grab you an orange down.
Thank you.
It's sweet and tasty.
Mm.
Also pips, but what can you do?
Yum.
Don't worry, Phineas. Having weird dreams isn't the most unsurprising thing that we've had, like, the past few days we've had.
Yeah, there was lots of people that I thought I recognized but didn't recognize, but you know when you feel like you know someone but you're like don't remember them? There was a lot of that going on.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too weird after the days we've had. I mean, I didn't have the best night of sleep either, if that makes you feel better.
Maybe.
Just memories of things, just,
Memories of things I didn't remember. What if I'm like the Pontiff? What if there's lots of things
like the
that I don't
Pontiff.
remember?
That's the point, Phineas. Everyone is like the Pontiff. We are now the weird ones that are not like the Pontiff.
Well,
That's not a bad thing.
technically, the Pontiff's one of us as well.
You know what I mean.
You
I agree, but
have to be careful what you say with Phineas at the moment. He's a bit easily influenced by misconstrued words. Be careful.
I kind of want to go and see Grandma at the Hagwood. She might be able to fix things.
Where's the Hagwood? I'm not familiar with that.
West.
You know how little that narrows it down.
I mean, there's stuff to the east, so it's not that.
It's a little bit. Actually, I'm not going to say. If you want to know where it is, you could do intelligence checks, or Phineas can try to describe where it is, as he knows. Zaelste would probably know as well.
So, you know Gazithray?
Yes.
You can see him trying to work out north, east, south, and west. He like draws a compass in the air, and he's
Oh, dear.
like, "It is southwest of Gazithray, across some water."
Oh, on that one, does Phineas get inspiration?
No, he does not.
I have no idea where he means.
I would have known.
You're just picturing the ocean at this point.
Yeah, it's just
I mean,
A word in the ocean?
yeah, no, I would have known. Probably.
Yeah, Jagdek, you'd be able to figure out he's talking about the large wooded area south of the spire, the big
Yeah.
mountain.
So we might have to head that way a little bit later. At the minute, Phineas, we've got things we need to do, and that's
I know, but
It's a bit off the
if
track.
If we're in the area, can we go?
yeah. I don't see why not.
Will she bake us cookies?
make sure she doesn't trick you into a deal when she gives you cookies.
Okay.
But probably
Promising hags is a bad thing then.
Bree,
Yeah.
give me a wisdom save. For reasons you don't understand, as Phineas says, don't make a deal with a hag, you just get this weird sense of deja vu.
Huh. Yeah, okay. I think I've heard that before.
might have said it before. I don't remember.
I can just picture a hag. I don't know why.
Are they ugly?
Mmm. Very hagalicious.
Okay, that's a word I didn't
My
think I'd hear today.
grandpa said that my grandma's the most beautiful woman that he's never seen.
Is your grandpa blind?
Yeah.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
They met when he went into the woods to document some like the different plants and things, and he was attacked, and she saved his life but couldn't save his eyes, and then my grandfather ended up marrying her, and that's how my dad was born.
How did he die? Just curious.
Who?
Your granddad.
I don't know if he is.
Oh, fair. Sorry, I assumed.
I haven't heard from him in a long while, so maybe, but I don't know if he is. Dad decided to be a clockmaker and moved across the continent.
Clocks are cool.
Did you ever hear stories from your grandparents about how your dad used to cry a lot as a baby?
Ma never complained. But then again, I think she just casted silence.
I mean, yeah, I've heard a lot of parents doing that are magically inclined. That's something I
Oh
hear
God, if only.
uncommon.
They just cast silence and then deal with the problem anyway. It just makes it easier.
I'm not going to continue this line of inquiry conversation any further.
Anyway,
But yes, at some point when we get there, if we're over that way, we'll take a swing by the Hagswood.
He seems a little bit more cheery, having spoken about his family and things for a little bit. He does keep eyeing the oranges, but knows he cannot reach those, and is not good at climbing.
I will see him eye the oranges, pick one down like I did for Bree, and toss one in his direction.
Jagdek misses nothing.
No,
That's,
I mean,
It hits him square in the face.
Hey, Phineas, huh?
I
You need
doubt.
to feel better, dog.
I don't think you'd have thrown it hard enough to do any actual damage to
No, I
him
just
or the
wanted to-
orange.
He'd do the thing where he juggles it by accident and then captures it, and he's like, "Thanks."
so he's dealt with Bree enough. He probably can recognize
Yeah.
the look of "I want it," but
hey Bree, have you got any eggs?
Yeah, probably. Hang on. Do I have any eggs on me from over the past few days?
Yes, you ought to have eggs on you.
I give you 3 eggs.
Nice.
Pierre,
Where can we cook?
I'd assume maybe ask the dwarf. I haven't tried to cook here.
well, as I look at him, you could ask Ricardo here.
Hi! We have eggs and we're hungry. Can we cook?
Oh, right, yes, I forgot that's something you mortals need to do. Find a quiet corner and make a fire, I guess. I don't believe we have cooking utensil, a cooking station or anything in this place. I've never bothered to
Okay.
install one. Why would I?
Fair enough.
Fair.
For the guests you have, maybe? I don't know.
Yes. Well, I was never intending to have guests, and then Hawk turned up and just started inviting people here.
That's rude.
I mean, you seem to put up with a lot from him.
He's useful.
Makes
I
sense.
thought we could only enter a house if we were invited.
No, that's just him.
Oh, okay.
That's a superstition.
Is it?
You can enter any house?
Good to know.
Not any house, if they're consecrated, maybe not, but generally, yes, I can enter a house.
That's creepy.
How's that any creepier than you entering a house uninvited?
Well, because I don't do it for the same reasons.
What reasons?
None of your concerns.
No.
Okay.
That
I
guy's
think
a bit racist.
I think you're
Phineas is gonna
misconstruing.
whisper to Faena.
I think you're putting your own beliefs about an individual or a group of a species of people over a single individual. Just because some of them do it doesn't mean they all.
I mean, I've snuck into many houses uninvited. It doesn't seem
Me
that
too.
weird.
I mean, you're the one we keep around, so we can do it, Zaelste. So yeah.
What about me?
No, you're good at it too, but he's.
I just go to steal their fork. And then they've got
I'm-
no fork to use, which is quite
I
fun.
wondered where all those forks came from.
I was gonna say, Bree,
That
I'm
explains a
quiet
lot.
about it. You have a bit more of a unique style of doing it.
I call it fancy.
That's what I said,
Phineas just
unique.
kind of sidesteps around, heading over to speak to the dwarf. Is the dwarf in here?
He is currently in the storage area at the back.
And he just kind of sidesteps and try not to intrude on the conversation, and then when he's close to the door, he just scurries off.
I mean, you weren't discreet about it, I can tell you that.
I will just take a step towards Ricardo and say that this man's beliefs are not everyone's, and
Yeah,
I am
no,
grateful.
Here's everything. Pierre mumbled like, I thought nobles need a permit to enter people's houses. That's so weird.
Noble. What? So, I'll just shake my head and just look at Ricardo and go, I wasn't referring to you being a vampire, but just.
I love how everyone's calling him Ricardo, which is not his name.
Whatever, I can't remember his name!
What is his
Yes.
name?
It's what?
We already went over this, but I don't
He
even
goes
remember
by-
now.
Bastardizing his name.
Mostly we'll call him Ricard, but his name is Ricardus.
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 Okay.
then.
I called him Dedo Ricardo, and everyone's doing it.
I did that last session. I was calling him that.
And I had to say that he wasn't being a vampire. Something to do with being noble, but either way, we appreciate the hospitality, and I understand you have to put up with a lot of crap from people, so just thank you.
It's accepted. So long as Hawk continues to uphold his end of the deal, everything is fine.
Oh.
I don't believe you'll have a problem there, and he seems incredibly resourceful, even though he's now at a slight disadvantage.
What do you mean?
He took damage to his arm, didn't he?
Yes.
Oh, he had that long before I met him.
Oh, okay. So,
As I understand it, that happened the better part of a decade ago.
You're thinking of what's his face getting his arm frozen.
I thought Hawk took damage there as well.
Yeah, but ages ago.
Hawk does not have use of one of his arms, this is correct, but that happened a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he definitely took damage from the incident.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm mistaking him for someone else, but still.
Yes.
Yes.
Hawk is resourceful, if a bit of a pain in
is.
the neck.
What do you have him do for you, exactly? I'm sorry, I'm just curious.
Research.
Into?
History.
things.
History.
Specific history or as a whole?
How much do you know about vampires?
Not
Very
enough.
little. Can't say I've met a lot of you.
Well, I could give you the history of how we came to be, but to give you the cliff notes of what's important right now, we tend to be a bit, what's the right word? Hyper-focused? We have very specific interests and we, well, can go after them quite voraciously. For me, I like recording history. Hawk likes to search out the truth of what actually happened in the past.
So
It
your
works out.
goals are aligned, I guess.
Yeah, something like that.
Noble pursuit, I suppose. Better than some other things.
He's just gonna sort of sit cross-legged on the floor and she's just looking at him intently.
Can I help you?
Oh, I'm interested in what you're saying.
Ah. He will.
She could be a bit of a character, but
Well,
Please don't.
if you wish to know the history of vampirism, I can tell you it.
Please.
Okay, this is unexpected. Most people run away when I say that. Well,
you will learn very quickly that Bree is not most people.
tell me, what do you know of Riftwalkers? This is relevant.
Oh.
Didn't we fight one of those?
Yeah, we fought one, but I don't know much about her.
Faena, you'll be aware of a presence looking over your shoulder that no one else can see.
I just idly shrug.
The only part of the conversation Phineas hears is Riftwalker, and he comes running back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we fought one.
Well,
Really? Killed
Oh,
her.
a big lady.
They are pretty harmless. They just walk on a string in the middle of a circus.
no, that's a tightrope walker.
Oh, okay.
I would just turn around and look at Pierre and sigh.
So, Riftwalkers are... Well, they are beings that, for whatever reason, were forced into the rift and over the millennia were mutated by it. One of these Riftwalkers eventually came to this world and happened to fall in love. But the mortal man that she fell in love with, unfortunately, well, he was mortal and human, so his lifespan was a blink of an eye for someone like her. So the two of them came up with an idea to try and share her power with him. They went on this grand adventure to get all these different ingredients, the final of which was a drop of her blood, combined into an ever-smoking vial, which turned red, and he drank it. Unfortunately, her powers had developed in the rift over millennia. All of that at once for a mortal human was too much.
Did he explode?
No, he died on the spot, his body twisted and contorted, and then he awoke as the first vampire.
Huh.
Unfortunately, all Riftwalkers carried in them a hunger for something. For some of them, it's blood, much like vampires. For others, it's power, energy, anything you can think of, really. And he could not control his voracious hunger for blood anymore, which is where, well, that's where it all began for vampires as a whole.
So where'd the fangs come in? Did he have fangs?
The fangs were part of becoming the first vampire.
Mhm.
Yes, the Riftwalker mutations, if you will. It was an unfortunate thing. They were doing it for just out of a desire to stay together and accidentally created powerful undead creatures such as myself. Of course, over the years, things have changed and developed. We've gotten a control of our hunger. Well, some of us have. And so on and so forth. But he'll glance at Pierre. Old superstitions still remain.
Not the Riftwalker.
What of her?
What happened to her after he became a vampire?
As far as I know, she was forced to return to the Rift.
Yeah, she sounds very different to the one we fought.
Does she?
No.
Her bed was covered in blood.
Her bed was covered in blood.
Well, it's possible that it's possible she needs to drink blood. Doesn't mean
She also was making deals with, what was his name? Basil or something, right?
Yeah, the guy with the magic mansion.
that's not
Yeah.
unusual either. Riftwalkers are immortal. They are very difficult to kill permanently, and because of that, they get bored. So they will make deals and do things for entertainment or to feed their endless hungers.
What was her name? Do you know?
No, I don't know her name.
Hmm. Do you know what she looked like?
I believe she looked rather like an elf, but with feathery wings.
Oh. Yes. I hope Phineas clears his throat. Or was that an out of character thing?
This is all fascinating. And then you hear his belly go really loudly. And he's like, I am actually genuinely interested in the conversation, but I skipped dinner last night.
Go and make your food.
I'm sorry.
You may go and make your food. Just find a space where you won't cause damage with the fire.
I'm sorry.
I'm very interested. I will come talk to you again soon, but I need to go and cook because Phineas can't cook.
Of course.
I could try.
Maybe
well.
But you just get the sense that you've made a good impression on Ricardus by listening to him.
It makes a change.
You made a good impression on someone. I'm so proud of you.
I'm trying to think what corner would be best.
Maybe we ask the dwarf.
Yeah.
We
Probably
should ask
not
the
on the
dwarf.
wooden floor.
Oh no. The dwarf's not here to...
He's in the
Mr. Dwarf!
Excuse me.
I'm not gonna go down there, like...
Well-
That's his base. Hey,
Okay, yeah.
Is there anywhere we can cook?
Unfortunately, we don't really have cooking facilities here. You just need to find a spot that's not gonna... Like, the middle of the courtyard's not too bad. Since
Okay.
it's got a wide open space and the roof's high enough that the smoke doesn't gather and then choke us all to death.
Okay.
Thank you.
I make a fire. Oh wait, are you gonna bonfire? It'd be easier for me.
Do I have that in my new incarnation?
You do not.
I do not.
Okay, I make a fire.
Does Faena have it? He might have it. She might have it. Even.
Faena's
Well-
exploring right now.
Bonfire? I don't have bonfire.
Okay.
I have fireball, is that enough?
That's not.
I also have fireball, but that is a bad idea.
Yeah,
Gonna
what
cook
is
up.
this?
It's a locked door.
I'm not sure I open it yet.
I'm just gonna cook up eggs and whatever rations of meat and whatever I have in my bag.
Okay. Well, you'll be able to do that.
Cook.
I've got some herbs we can add if you want.
Can I smell them? I need to make sure they're fresh.
Would Phineas do this?
You
It's
have
like-
been warned already.
What would Phineas do, say?
No, I know.
He has herbs in his bag.
Yeah.
He's not gonna spike though. He goes
Bree
to-
would recognize it anyway. She wouldn't.
He goes
put
to
it
get
on.
it out, and then he goes, "Oh, these aren't eating herbs," and like
Bree's
he
just
sees them,
gonna sort of
agrees,
see
and
them
he
and be
just
like,
puts them back.
I mean, did you show them to Bree or not?
One of the pouches.
Okay.
Plus, I mean, you were there whenever Bree and Snow tried to cook them up.
We don't eat that. That's bad. That's what made me go against Snow.
Oh. Sorry, I will
Whisper.
bury them.
I need to ask, are you whispering that surrounded by everyone in that room at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the,
fine.
I've got herbs! And then him rustling in his bag, they start whispering between each other.
Like stage whispers or like.
It's fine, Bree.
Okay.
I
Cooking.
lived, so you know.
I'm still sorry. Cooking.
That's okay.
Just want to see how
Oh, that's
good
meant to be a door.
Bree's gonna cook. Average. Slightly.
Why is that?
Still a
not-
bit bruised.
There we go.
A standard meal.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good, you know, it's tasty, but it's not delicious.
Basic.
It's not basic. There's some flavour in there.
You can open that door if you want to. It's just the
So
other
he's-
bedroom.
I was looking at Owlet's mouse cursor. He's like, he's zooming, he's exploring. Like,
So, while you're having breakfast, are you just eating it there in the middle of the courtyard, or you?
I was
I would-
gonna dish it up to people and then go into the other room.
I went and sat down if I'm gonna eat something.
I will bring you your meal.
Faena!
Thank you, Bree.
You're welcome. And I'll
Breakfast
give
is
Snow
ready.
his as well.
Even though he won't eat it.
What did you make for me?
Oh sorry, it was like egg and meat rations and
Food.
food.
I'll pick
Phineas
up
has
each
just
one.
had the eggs. For Faena.
I
the
don't
eggs
trust
and
eggs.
vegetarian.
Oh, thank
Fair
you.
enough. Just
What
here,
accident?
I'll just put
The
like
eggs
just
tasted
the meat
good.
on the
I've
plate
never
rather
had
than
bad eggs.
Everyone's stomach exploding.
I didn't.
Yeah, you're the only one. Oh yeah, you haven't told me what you're putting that into yet, because I forgot about it. Which one of your 3 8s would you like to put it in?
Which one of my 3 8s indeed?
Oof.
Wisdom. Let's go with wisdom, DM.
There.
I'll give Pierre some food,
Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you.
and then I'll give Jagdek some if he wants.
I'll have some.
Are the other people in the room looking at us like, where's mine?
No,
Okay.
I mean they're looking at you, but not as in where's mine.
Yeah.
Like staring look, or just like every so often, like these
No,
people.
they're glancing over because you're newcomers. They don't recognize
Yeah.
Hello. And I just sort of like wave over my shoulder as I'm eating.
you. The elf in particular seems to spend a long time looking at Bree, and occasionally it's Shalin, Zaelste.
Can I help you?
I'm just saying this out loud because there's no way Jagdek wouldn't notice this.
I mean, if he kept doing it to me, I'd probably eventually notice. So.
Yeah. No, I just would like to have a word with you two at some point.
Okay.
Just
I
you
mean-
two, I'm afraid. But that can wait until after your breakfast and whatever it is Sir Coronos wishes to talk to you about.
Okay.
We're going with still.
Sorry?
I'm just talking to myself. Clearly, it's important.
It's a personal matter, I guess you could say. I should mention, I am Dawnbringer Elodus, leader of the Dawnbringers that reside in this cave.
Ah, yes.
Elodie.
This
We
is
would-
Relis, the commander.
Ah, yes. The group Hawk told us to engage with.
What did Sir Hawk tell you of us?
Essentially, that you'll probably want to talk to us.
Well, I definitely
Something
wish
about
to...
the lawkeeper, right? I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Well... So you are not aware of who we actually are? Okay.
No.
Hawk didn't really go into details.
Well, the long and short of it is we oppose the Blood Moon. We seek to end the Blood Rain.
Oh, it's those
Oh.
people.
Faena, your kind of people.
I just sort of look up to my hat.
I'm gonna pick up this chair, sit with them.
Okay. Hello.
I get out my notebook.
Yeah, Faena seems... I mean, Faena is all about getting rid of the blood rain, so... Might want to have a word.
Well, there's much I know, but I can't tell you everything. We've only just met, and there's certain secrets that need to be...
Pop that on the table. What's this?
What's what, sorry?
What's this?
The orb.
The red
Oh my
orb.
god, you just whip out the orb?
You
He
cannot
is-
put your balls on tables like that, man.
He
Oh,
will
okay.
lean back for a moment. Where did you get that?
Beneath the well of Alexandria.
Oh, there was one down there. That thing is incredible.
There's more than one.
Yes, there are many of them.
Hmm.
If you
Maybe
have
those
this,
masked people had one.
well,
and that's why they
the
didn't
Iron
get
Masks seek these out.
Yeah,
They are-
really want it.
We're very aware.
Ah.
There was one recently uncovered in Erith, though that thankfully was destroyed.
Oh,
A
We should probably put it back in the bag then.
yeah.
well, this place is protected by divination. From divination,
Oh,
you should be
good.
okay. The long and I suppose I can tell you this: if you have that, it's far too. I'd advise you to give it to us. It is far too dangerous.
Oh, it helped
Well,
us.
we've only just met and all.
Yes, I understand. That is a heart.
Oh.
One of those was used to create the blood plane.
Yeah, I did theorize that, but wasn't sure.
It attracts the blood creatures who will, as well as the blood rain. Used properly in a ritual, it can even summon all of the blood rain to one location, we believe. Which, of course, extends its duration dramatically because it's no longer having to cover the globe, which is how the Bloody Days happened.
Would it have the same effect on the creatures?
The same effect? Which effect do you mean? Attracted?
Like attracting them?
Yes, creatures of the blood plane are attracted to them. Of the blood rain, not the blood plane.
Oh, well,
So-
that explains some things we experienced.
But what about the barrier?
The
Oh,
Wait,
shell.
they didn't get that close.
No, they create a shell around it, and then within that shell, well, anything within that shell, if it's completed, will be consumed by the orb as it transmogrifies into the heart. It is.
Shit, it's a good job we started moving when we did.
Hmm.
It's, as far as we understand it, there might still be a beating heart at the core of the blood plane that, if destroyed, might allow that region to finally be cleansed. But the fated are prevented from trying, and the manpower of those who do stand against the blood plane is too minimal. North and South Watch combined are not enough. You'd need armies. There is over 100,000 undead, after all, not to mention that blood creatures can still roam that plane without dying when the rain ends.
Okay.
That is why I would advise you to give the orb to us. We have the methods to seal it or potentially destroy it.
There's no way to use it against the blood vein?
I would not advise it. It's one wrong step and you could create a second blood plane.
Yeah.
I mean, it helped us out in one case.
Yeah. We'll consider it. We'll leave it. Probably leave it here.
That would be wise. And please, just for my own peace of mind, don't just go showing it to random people.
I do not.
You just did.
You're the only people that have seen it other
Yes,
than us.
because I've heard about you. I knew who you were, and this is important to the investigation. I wouldn't show it to random people.
No, we haven't. Once we were aware of what it could do, we've kept it hidden.
Well, that's something at least. So what was your occupation before you became fateless?
Well,
Brady?
Cronus would know.
Ah, were you inquisitors then?
Oh, only for a few months.
Technically, we became fateless before we were actually inquisitors.
Yes, I've been told of how that whole thing works. Quite disgusting, really.
Which is why I went with trainee.
Yeah.
Before that, I was making watches.
Ah,
I was a chef, getting in fights.
a battle chef?
Pretty much, yeah.
Intriguing.
She's pretty good.
I'm going to start for this gentleman here. I'm going to start copying down all my notes on the blood vein, including those documents from the blood dungeon that we went to. Blood hunters
Yes.
information. I'll give him a copy.
While you're working on that, he's going to
Yeah.
glance at Zaelste and Bree again. Could I have a word with you two now?
Yeah. I'm finished.
Hippopotamonstrosophobia.
I beg your pardon?
It's a word.
Well, I see. Good joke. And he'll just sort of pat you on the head as he walks past.
I said it wrong. I missed out a couple syllables, but oh well.
I'm just gonna look at Snow and shrug and just walk off, I guess.
You gonna be okay?
I guess we'll find out. Whatever
Just-
this is about.
Just make a lot of noise and we'll be there.
There's one telltale symbol that if there's something
I
going
know
on.
the one.
Yep. I'm sure everyone does at this point.
Agreed.
Okay. He's going to just lean in against the wall in the corner and light a cigarette.
That's happy.
So, you want to tell me where you got that hat and coat?
Oh
looking at
yeah.
Bree. I'm looking at Bree. This is.
I
I'm just like, it's your thing. It's not mine.
More accurately,
No.
how you got that hat and coat?
There was a tomb.
Yes, I'm well aware.
We got in.
Yes. Maybe it'll be easier if I do. How do I do this without causing issue? He will pull out a sword and will run his hand along it, causing it slightly cutting his finger as he does and cause it to burst into flame. I'm well aware of that tomb. I'm the one that built it.
Is your
Wow.
hat?
So you're
Yes,
old.
that is
huh?
my hat and my coat. I'm quite curious how you got them. I see that tomb should only be openable by by a blood hunter, and I, as far as I was aware, was the only one left.
Hey, Bree, you want to show him some stuff?
I will just grow a single claw, I guess, and just cut my palm, and then try and just mentally manipulate the blood So it just sort of does a little hey-yo wave in my palm.
I just realized I haven't put your Blood Hunter stuff on your new sheet.
Nope.
I think you only had.
Curse of the Eyeless, or
Yeah, I need to double check. I was in the process of updating Blood Hunter and completely forgot. Oh yeah, you've got Hunter's Bane, Blood Maledict, and Blood Curse of the Eyeless.
I mean, I could blind him for a second.
I mean, you can do it. You can do it on me if you want.
I mean, you can control and shape Chemocraft magic using your own blood and life essence, so yeah.
Okay, well, yeah.
I'll just make my little blood wave at him in my hand. Seems like a Bree thing.
You're going to see him. He hasn't put the sword away, nor got rid of the fire that Blood Hunters have the ability to put on their weapons. There's only one other person that knows the ways of the Blood Hunter. I didn't teach you. Did she?
Who is she?
He's gonna do an insight check. Okay.
Oh, I'm being like completely dumb right now. Bree's forgotten.
No, it's good. Seems you don't know who I'm talking about. But then, how did you learn?
Oh, there was a thing and I touched it, and I was all of a sudden cursed.
Cursed.
It's not a curse. It's a curse, isn't it? Like, it burns.
I suppose somewhat. We are tainted by the magic of the Blood Moon, whether we like it or not. You will have noticed at this point that his eyes, as you can see on his token, aren't white. They're black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It leaves its mark on us, although I don't see any such marks on any such, I guess, mutations or such on you as of yet.
So it's something that will happen?
Potentially, not necessarily. It affects different people in different ways.
Uh-oh.
Still, I'm concerned that there is this object that you touch and gave you our powers, without training, no less.
Kind of like a memory, and like it's like gives you memories of things.
Yeah.
And you use that power to access my tomb.
Yeah. We thought there might be something to help us with the blood rain in there.
Oh, good
Also
Lord.
to help me know what I was.
Yeah.
But wait, I filled that place with traps and Minotaur skeletons.
We
And
noticed.
and a wall.
Yeah,
You
sorry,
broke-
we might have broken that.
Oh, good Lord.
I will take out the rune keystone that I took.
You will look at it and just let out a sigh. Oh dear.
We also tried to close it, didn't succeed. So
No, I didn't know how to do that.
No, there's specific. You can't. The specific steps you have to take. This is.
I was gonna say, why make something you can't close if you want to keep it hidden? Like,
It can be. The whole point was to. The Blood Hunters were betrayed by one of our own. They were.
also, were you the reason that there was the weird blind thing? Sorry, that just came back like
The weird
memory
what?
flashback. The weird monster that responded to sound and would tear things apart.
I didn't leave anything like that in there, no, but that place. You must have noticed the deep, dark void beneath it.
Yeah.
Yes, if you descend into that, it links to other planes. Possibly it came from in there. If there was. What is this creature you're speaking of?
I mean, I will describe it to the best that I remember. And like what it was doing. Like it would literally only respond to sound and then be like imitating voices and stuff.
Yeah, biting things. Don't forget that.
I can not say I'm familiar with such a creature. But if it was... I suppose it was an additional guard for my tomb. You did kill it, yes?
Yes, but then no.
No,
Uh,
I hope it
doesn't
didn't get
seem-
out.
It didn't seem to die.
above board, you guys didn't kill it. Like, you didn't even take it to half-life.
No.
You ran away from
No.
it.
No, I'm aware, but like, so I'm going on. He's, you know.
It must have not been harmed by the blood lightning I left in there. That's a problem. The big problem is, as I said, the betrayer. Well, she led to the slaughter of our entire order. I was the only one left, so I set it up to look like I had died as well. And by sealing the tombs I had and leaving my things in there in case they tried to locate me, it was supposed to make them not realize I'm still alive. The fact that you're now running around in my hat and coat and apparently left the tomb open, that's going to make things more difficult.
Well, no, we looted it, so they'll think that we're just grave robbers.
We were told to loot that tomb, FYI.
Yeah,
Who?
they wanted Basil wanted your
So, yeah,
tombstone.
go on.
He wanted my sarcophagus?
That's the word.
Hmm.
Oh my.
He wanted the
Adamantium.
adamantite.
He
That's
just puts
the
his
one.
head and says, You went in there just to loot my Yes,
No,
our
I need
order.
to know.
Our order was
It
equipped with
wasn't-
adamantine weaponry. Yes, we.
It
used...
wasn't just to loot the tomb. Bree did kind of need to know what was happening to her.
Well, that at least makes sense. Well, what I can tell you now is our order exists in opposition to the Blood Moon. We, whether by choice or not, ended up tainted by the Blood Moon's magics, the rain, but retained control of ourselves and gained some power over it, and indeed our own blood in the process. We were a small organization, quite secretive. We worked with whoever we had to oppose the Blood Moon. And then those Iron Masks came together. And it turned out that one of our own was their leader. As far as I understand it, she actually joined us purely to destroy us. She wasn't one of our. Wasn't one of ours that just turned. That was the goal from the get-go.
What was her name?
I'm looking.
It was the
Paimon?
matron.
No.
Her name
No,
is
Paimon.
Morgan.
We got invited by the cultists to Paimon's Praetorium.
Caiman's Praetorium. That's in Wildecrist.
Yeah, they invited us to go there.
Who knows what trouble Morgan is causing over there. She's an incredibly dangerous woman. Make no mistake.
Also, not our main concern. At least for us at the moment. I'm saying that to Bree. As like a question, right?
Yeah.
So it does sound like a future problem, at least, but
Yeah. We have so many problems.
I would
Yeah, we do.
ask that you keep what I've told you between us. The less people know that I exist, the better. Or at least that's what I am.
What about the others?
I would prefer you not tell them as well, but I will leave that up to your digression. Do you trust them all?
Most of them.
I trust them.
Not the other little one. Like the green,
We
spiky.
have only just met Pierre.
Yeah, and Pierre has been watching. You're straight in his line of sight.
Yeah, you can see them talking, but
Can I try to stretch my ears to listen? That's
no, he's deliberately keep staying hushed, and they're far enough away that you wouldn't be able to hear a quiet conversation.
okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, you're not Jagdek.
Even Jagdek wouldn't be able to hear them too well.
I mean, I have a feeling you might learn about it anyway. I'm looking at Bree, thinking that.
The
Yeah.
more people that know, the more risk, especially if you were to, say, be captured by the Iron Masks and interrogated. Do you trust this group, this Pierre fellow, to not break under torture?
No.
From the very little I've seen, not yet. I mean, I'm not going to tell anyone. I have a feeling Bree might tell one person, at least.
Just one person I would trust
Very well.
with my life.
Well, impress upon that one person not to tell anyone else afterwards.
He wouldn't.
I mean,
Very well.
again, unless it becomes a problem, I don't see a problem not telling them.
It would hurt me.
I've used to not telling people things. But again, if it's an issue that starts to involve, like, become a problem and endanger the group, we're gonna tell them.
Of course. The reason I'm saying don't tell them is because they will be in less danger if they don't know.
I mean, the fact that Bree is, I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna be Bree's fault, but won't they look for her if they know what she can do?
Her power is still new, budding. To put this bluntly, weak. If it develops more, then it could become a problem.
You're stronger in other things, Bree.
Thank you.
But you could get stronger in that too, and then you'd be double strong.
We should go back.
What, to the tomb?
Yeah, no. To that realm.
Oh.
There will be new content in that realm in the new year.
Yeah.
I
Give
I
me
held
more
off because
warlock.
of the new version of D&D. It was easier to hold
Yeah.
off than.
Yeah.
But there is stuff
I
going to be
mean-
in there.
Nice.
I mean, we should, I guess.
Don't want anything else breaking out.
I mean, we don't know anything's gonna break out. It's just what that person says. There's no evidence to say they're gonna break out.
True.
What are you talking about?
Just a place we encountered. It's fine. Nothing doesn't involve any of this.
He's gonna insight check that.
Yeah.
You made deception check.
Okay.
Oofed.
Doesn't involve any of this, such as
Nope.
where your little friend here developed blood hunter powers. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
That bit's truthful. That place's
We
existence
protected
isn't
a
a problem.
place. We protected a place, and I got this.
I
It was meant to be a reward, I think. But it didn't feel like a reward.
I mean, it's been useful. It has been useful.
That's true, but it does hurt.
It's a power you need to become used to. And as said, if you let it grow in power, it could leave its mark on you. Then he'll just gesture to his eyes.
Is it always the eyes?
No, that's just how it's impacted me. Others I've seen their skin slowly turn a tint of red. One grew horns. Looked rather like a tiefling, but wasn't a tiefling.
Does he Bree put her hands to her forehead quickly, like, oh.
It can be subtle. It can be drastic. That's all I can tell you.
Okay.
Nothing to be afraid of. Now, we should probably go back because your companions are probably getting concerned that I've killed you or you've killed me.
Well,
No, we're fine.
There's a universal line that we have when shit's going down. They won't be worried until that happens.
Also, I'm not yelling, so...
Yeah.
Do you yell a lot?
I like to get ragey.
Yeah.
Ah, you of that persuasion, I see.
Mm.
Very well. Well, keep in mind what I've told you and be careful.
I'm
There are
always
many
careful.
There are many threats in this world, and the one that has most been underestimated by the powers that be right now is the Iron Masks.
If Jagdek could have heard that line, I'm always careful, he would have scoffed.
Now then,
Yeah.
let us return. I believe Kronos wishes to talk to you.
Apparently everybody does.
We're popular.
Why does it not feel that way?
Bree just skips back in.
Oh, hey. I show him the
What are
notes.
you lot doing? What is
Ah, thank you. He will look over the notes and try to pretend he doesn't recognize his own notes.
So we found this this tomb of an old blood hunter, and this is like strewn around randomly.
I see.
It's bad spelling on some of the text, but it's fine. I copied it verbatim for you. It's not me. Anyway, yeah. So
He
we nicked his
doesn't-
stuff as well.
He does not rise to that.
We nicked his stuff, but yeah. So I hope that's useful for you.
Yes, I'm sure it'll be very useful. Thank you very much.
There's actually some actual useful information in there, I guess, but you've seen some of it before at least. Some of it is my own observations on the blood vein.
Do you include the information about our experience with the orb?
Yeah, he knows about that.
Does he?
Yeah, yeah, because I talked to him about it just now.
Yeah, that was talked about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and if we didn't move, we would have all died.
Now,
That's fun.
at this point, Kronos will stand up, clearing his throat a little. Right. So, now that we've got a lot more personnel here, Hawk wished to give you people an offer.
Oh.
I say you people, as if I don't know you all, but yes. Effectively, this place is a safe haven for us, but it's not really suitable for what we need. We haven't had the manpower, or at least he says we haven't had the manpower till now to make this place into a proper base of operations, shall we say.
Yep, definitely needs a kitchen.
Yes, things like that.
Better
With-
beer as well.
Seb over there, that's the dwarf behind the bar, has a history of stonemasonry. He can carve out entire areas if he has the right tools and help. He doesn't currently have that. If while you're out there you find any fateless who might be of use to us and who you can trust, we want you to send them here. We also were hoping you could spare resources and, if possible, coin to build facilities.
Oh.
Above board, this, if you wish, and it's only if you want to do this, could be considered your bastion. Which means you can put rooms in, you can rooms of 3 varying sizes in, different facilities, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Effectively a full base of operations. If you've the people from my North campaign think your compound.
Yeah. The compound that we spend almost no time in because we're constantly on the road. We're on the road again. But yeah, it is useful when we get back. We're just like, okay, potion time. Bathing is nice.
So,
sleeping in our own beds.
right now, we have the only facilities we've got jails. We have a very small set of rooms. We have a small war room, and we have this little bar. All these facilities could be upgraded or new ones put in. Seb can handle the details.
I was gonna say, I like the priority that we got a bar at least.
That might.
Seb is just going to look over you. You need a dining and drinking area and a meeting area. It's something you need.
Yeah.
Dwarf speaks wise words.
I'm also gonna put 500 gold down
Well,
and just be like,
You don't need to put any gold down yet. We'll get to that.
So eager.
I want better beer.
Right.
Yeah, Bree pulls out her purse, slams it on the table. I will put money in if we get better beer.
Pretty much.
So, right now, you've got the facilities you currently have are the bedrooms, which are
they definitely
basic.
need improving.
yeah,
Function
they
fine.
are cramped, which is the lowest.
Functionally,
level.
they're fine.
We need double beds. Some of us.
You have
Jagdek especially, because he barely fits in a single.
You have this, which is
That's
a
true.
pub. For consideration, this is considered a pub. What you're in right now, which is at the roomy stage. Well, it's cramped technically, but yeah. You've got a small storage area down here. You have a courtyard. You have a jail. And you have a war room. If you wish to upgrade anything of the facilities you've got here, it is 500 gold to upgrade them. Just flat 500 gold. You can offset this with materials, though. So if you have digging tools or woods or...
What did we do with all those ingots?
Still got them.
Yeah, I was going to go on to that. Those are the kind of... if you give those materials over, that counts instead of having to give gold. It just depends what you want.
You will have to figure that out later because Snow's the bag of holding and we have the cart. So
Yeah. The other thing...
I'm just imagining Snow just goes, where's the storage? And just opens the bag of holding and shakes, and it's just all the ingots falling
I
out.
was gonna say, yeah, Snow, how full is that bag of holding currently? It's got to be pretty packed, right?
I'm stocked.
Yeah.
He pulls it out of his pocket and it's so full it's actually vibrating in his hand.
No, I still have 11 pounds left, so you know.
Wait,
Okay, it's not violently vibrating. It's, like, it's a little bit shuddering every now and then. It's like.
Is it like when you've eaten too much and you really need to burp? So occasionally it's just kind of trying to shift to make room?
If you wish to add new facilities, I will now give you a list of ones you can add. It is 500 gold to get them put in at the lowest stage, and then at 500 to upgrade them to the second stage, and then 2,000 to the third stage, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So 3,000 would get it straight off
Fully.
the bat to the top. But yeah.
Yeah, if you wanted to go straight for the highest level of facility. The facilities you can get right now, you can get an arcane study, an armory, a barracks, a garden. I'll write these
Garden would be
out.
useful. Garden
Yeah,
we could
we
use to
can-
produce food.
Oh, garden is garden is good. I'll tell you what each of these do as well. Library, sanctuary, smithy, storehouse, which is different to storage, and workshop. The NPCs do have facilities that they would like introduced if you wish to talk to them about it.
So what was it? Arcane something something.
Yeah,
Arcane study.
I will
Arcane
write.
study.
I'll put a list in
We'll get
chat.
it later. And
Okay.
yeah,
Arcane study.
like this is something we can decide on like later.
Yeah, you
I
don't need
feel.
to make these decisions now. This is effectively.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Between sessions, it's something we can talk about if we want.
I mean, it can be done in a session. I'm happy with it. Those are the current ones you have access to beyond the basic facilities that were previously discussed.
Where's the bathhouse?
Bathhouse would be a basic facility.
Okay.
So the arcane study, where was that? The arcane study can be used to craft common or uncommon arcana magic items. I need to double check which arcana ones are.
Please tell me immovable rods are in that. If so, I want 2 of them.
Yeah, so
Also,
There's so much you can do with 2 immovable rods.
uncommon, common or uncommon arcana. That's things like winged boots, as it happens. Immovable rod is indeed on the list.
I want to give 2 to the barbarians so that they can just climb infinitely if they need to.
Decanter of
Yes.
endless water, bag of holding,
Ooh.
Oh.
wand of
Yes.
magic missiles, things like that. That's what an arcane study can be used to make. You can also use it to craft blank books if you want blank books for whatever reason, or arcane foci if you need.
I like that.
also known as Faena's room.
The second option is the armory, which, if you were to ask these guys, the Relis, the guy who hasn't actually spoken yet, would like an armory. With an armory, you can effectively equip defenders of the bastion, soldiers, that kind of stuff, and that would allow you to effectively put in gold, get better soldiers out, if that makes sense. It's somewhere to store equipment, effectively.
Yes. Start an
Um,
army.
yeah, the people that defend the bastion are harder to kill, it says here. Where they would normally roll 1d6s on things, they instead roll 1d8, stuff like that.
Just makes them better. Yeah.
Yeah. The barracks, similar to the previous one, gives you more people for defending. A single barracks can hold of the. Oh right, these have specific sizes they need as well. So all of these require a level 2 room, which is roomy. So 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
Are the rules for this?
And that's
This is
more
the bastion.
people,
I'm using the
with,
official bastion rules, except for the crafting times.
Yeah, which book is that?
DMG.
Aha, I can reference that.
Yeah. So the barracks, you get. Yeah, a standard barracks can hold 4 people. A larger barracks can hold 25.
I have a few questions. Would more people attract more attention as well, or is the place
Be out of the way.
The place is pretty reclusive. It's protected from divination magic. If the place is discovered, having defenders could be very useful.
Mm.
Next up, we have the garden. Now, I actually mentioned this one already to a few of you. With a garden, you can, every 7 days, get 100 days worth of rations.
Oh.
You have to share it with people who live here, though, don't we?
So, yeah.
You can also get 10 items that are worth 5 gold each, so every 7 days you'd get 50 gold from it, which is alright. 10 healers kits, or 1 potion of healing, or 2 vials of antitoxin, or 1 vial of basic poison, depending on which type of garden you do. You can do decorative, food, herb, or poison.
Okay.
We should probably focus on food so that if we end up having to be sieged because we're under attack, then we have plenty of supplies.
Next, there is the library. This one, you can have people do research for you. At the end of the 7 days that they're doing research, I might cut down these times, to be honest, because that's no use. Not for the garden. The garden being every 7 days, I'm keeping because otherwise it's insane.
It also depends on the difficulty of what we're researching and if we're not here for a long period of time.
Yeah, but at the end of it, effectively, the researcher can give you 3 accurate pieces of information about that topic that were previously unknown to you. Obviously, it depends on the topic. If you ask someone to go and research completely unknown history, they're not going to come back with mountains of easily found facts, because that's not how that works.
Yeah.
So that's the purpose of the library.
Sanctuary.
Yes, Sanctuary. This is a religious facility. You can gain a magical charm if you spend a long rest in the Bastion. This charm allows you to cast Healing Word once without expending a spell slot.
Oh.
You can also make
Can
a...
Can I do that?
Anyone that does it, that sleeps in the Bastion for a long rest. They can also craft holy symbols or druidic focuses in there. Again, I don't know why they've made such a big emphasis on these things, because most people just ignore spellcasting foci. Right, the smithy. Again, this is another one. This is one Coronis wants put in. This allows you to...
hello.
What's that?
Sorry, we just appeared on the stream.
Some of us appeared.
Oh. Did you? I don't see.
Everyone but Pierre.
And me.
And you, sorry, yeah.
No, Zaelste's just
Oh
hiding.
yeah, there you are. What? Why? It
That's
must be
funny.
it must be a problem with Discord.
Yeah.
Right. Back to our smithy.
Sorry.
The smithy's always got smith's tools, so that's nice.
Ooh, helpful.
But it allows you to craft any common or uncommon armament. So that's weaponry, or weapons and armor, effectively. So such things include, if I find it, the enspelled equipment, bracers of archery, mithril armor, sentinel shields, which I know someone wants.
Just FYI, I am competent with smith's tools.
Fantastic. You have a hireling, but this will also let you can do it as well.
Yeah.
Storehouse. Wait, what? Sorry, just let me read this one for a second.
Oh, it's worded weird.
Oh, right, yes, it is worded weird. You can have someone go out.
Hireling be a tradesman, essentially.
Yeah, someone goes out, uses your gold to buy a bunch of stuff, and then you can
Personal shopper.
and then you can sell it for a 10% markup, which increases as you level up to 100% markup when you reach level 17. That's insane. Let's see. We have the workshop. This is always equipped with 6 different kinds of artisan's tools, so you get to choose which 6. And it lets you craft adventuring gear, so anything that's in the adventuring gear section, crowbars, caltrops, etc. And any common and uncommon implement items. Implements are things like beads of nourishment, candles of the deep, cloaks. Wait, why is Bag of Holding in here again?
Because people were upset that they couldn't just bag of holding all the time.
A movable rod is also on this list, so I guess implements and the other one have got some crossover. Okay.
Silver.
So yeah, that will let you. The workshop will let you do that, and that's the last. Yeah, that's the last one for now.
There's 9 different rooms.
Yeah, that you can get, and it will cost, depending on the site. Most of these, I believe, are all level 2 roomy. So there'll be 1,000 gold to implement them.
Well, we got 8,000 on the cart.
Yeah,
I've got
and
6,000 on me.
yes, you are limited by your current level to only 2 of
Two
the
rooms?
facilities. 2 facilities.
Oh.
Because it's bound to your level.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that doesn't include the basic ones of like
No.
the bedrooms and the
No.
things. So it's just out of those 9 that you've put there.
You can have
We
2
get
of
to
them.
pick 2 of them.
Yeah, and that said, they want the NPCs want an armory, they want a smithy. Seb wants a kitchen, but you can just do that. He also wants to make the this bar bigger.
Yeah.
I'd probably go with a smithy and a garden.
So-
Because the garden gives us the resources for surviving, it gives rations and things. Everyone's happy when they're fed.
Everyone's alive when they're fed.
Yeah. And the smithy will allow us to have a way of creating items that people can use. So, like, being able to create equipment for the people that are living here and working here.
And also for us,
Yeah.
Yeah, your shield.
which I definitely want now, seeing as they've updated it in the 2024 edition.
Plus immovable rods.
Mm.
They're my favourite magic.
You and your fucking rods, love.
You don't get them. You don't get them with the smithy though.
So I will
Isn't it
I will
Oh,
post
is that not
all
smithy?
no, it's the other 2.
Arcane study or workshop for those.
Oh, I meant the arcane study.
No. I want Smithy.
You want the smithy out?
Yep.
Guess your
yeah,
others.
okay.
But
Faena wants the smithy.
Arcane Studio seems nice.
It
Yeah,
does.
maybe
They all
later.
seem nice, but for now, it's
Smithy
will-
and garden.
You will get more access to special facilities as you level up, but you also get
Yeah.
more options to put in them as well.
Hmm.
I think
All right.
So the plan is kitchen, improved bedrooms, garden, and smithy?
Right.
Yeah.
Were they the
Garden.
main priorities?
garden for printing money, yep.
Yeah, and I said I'm willing to let you put materials towards these things as well. If you make a smithy and then put your adamantite in, I would say that you're able to equip the soldiers here with adamantine equipment. If you get soldiers.
Go away.
Yo!
Yeah.
But that means we don't use it.
No.
No,
Well-
but like,
It depends how many you hire, but yeah.
We'll see.
When it says
Figure it out.
when it says inspelled equipment, can I get like +1 armor? Is that what inspelled is?
No, enspelled is
It's like glamored armor and stuff.
no, enspelled is literally armor, weapons, or wands that have spells in them.
Oh.
And you get to choose which spell when you're crafting it.
Oh, okay.
Within a certain limit. It's one of the new things they made in the this version.
Ooh, that could be fun.
Mm.
But yeah, I will post all the details on the Discord as well, so you can go over them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is if you want it to be your bastion now.
Yes.
Nice.
I'd say so.
yeah, it's
This sounds good.
generally a good idea.
Nah, you prepared all this. Let's just move on.
Nah, we'll find somewhere else. Don't worry about it.
Do we have to adopt the vampire?
What do you mean?
Well, if we keep the bastion, that means we keep the people in it. That means we are just taking the responsibility of having to raise and feed the vampire, guys.
I can do it.
So long as you don't do anything to disrupt him, he doesn't care what you do.
I'm
He's
gonna give-
occasionally just gonna have Bree appear in his room, just like a child wanting to know more.
And watch him sleep. Like
Yeah.
Being like, Granddad, read me a history book.
Pretty much.
I
yeah.
mean, his room is magically locked, so
It's not sleep,
Aw.
it's death rest, guys. Get it
but
right.
when he's not in there, you can definitely go up to him and he will gladly tell you all sorts of random shit.
He's the fun uncle.
He's the granddaddy I never had.
Is
He's
this
the, he's the Vuncle, the vampire
The
uncle.
uncle.
The uncle. Oh my god.
Is it the dwarf who wants the new kitchen stuff?
Yeah, the dwarf is mostly focused on improving the basic facilities.
I'll give him the 500 gold.
He's a dwarf, of course he is.
Well, Don't
They
give him
have
the
cakes.
500 gold right now. I will post everything that you can do on the Discord later, so you can then
Okay.
decide from there.
We want our kitchen. Better beer.
Because if you give him 500 gold for a kitchen, it's going to be a small, basic kitchen.
Well, I'm gonna give him 500 too.
So that would be a level 2 kitchen.
Yeah. Will that interfere with the facilities? Okay, that's fine.
It doesn't.
wait.
It doesn't interfere. But yes, wait until I give you the full list of
Yeah,
everything
like-
you can do.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, food!
Cook for me.
And
Give me
yeah,
some
I'm
time.
not going to usually to build a level 1 facility is 20 days, 45 for a roomie, or 125 for a vast. I'm not doing that.
Mm.
Because that would take far too long with the pace we play these campaigns at. I mean, you guys have only been playing just you're like 130 days or something. I think.
Been so long.
No,
I
no,
thought it
you
was
don't.
like 2 months.
No, this campaign is this campaign's only at 66 days. The other campaigns that have been playing longer.
Hmm.
So
We've known each other for 2 months, guys.
Is that all?
That's
Well,
it.
I've known people longer, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, technically 2 days.
not
That's
even
just
2
it.
days. Not
Pierre's
even
not
2
people
days.
known us for longer than a day, I guess.
I would say at this point it's not even been 24 hours since you met Pierre.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you already love me.
Uh-huh.
Now then, we will
Check.
sort out all the business stuff, but Kronos is going to. So, where are you headed next?
If I remember
you-
rightly, we're heading towards Tull.
Old Tull.
Old Tull, that's the one.
Oh, Orc did mention there was interesting things there. You're going to see Kronos just stroking his chin and thought, well, you'll need to get a boat.
That's where that
Yep.
guy's supposed to be useful. Just points at Pierre.
Do you have a boat, Pierre?
No, but I know how to drive one and navigate one.
So you need to get a boat.
So we still need a boat. I take it you have an idea, Kronos? It's quite thoughtful then for a second.
Well, I know the region. I'd say you have 3 options. Let me get a map.
Ah, the map's
I
coming.
borrow steel.
I borrow steel.
So,
3 options for acquiring a boat.
So you could try to charter one, but that could be difficult, especially with your now wanted status.
Yup.
It's nice to be wanted.
Yeah, people really want to find you guys.
If you wanted to charter one, your options would be to go back to Palm,
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good idea.
go to Rely, or, well, if you wanted to charter, those would be your 2 options. That probably wouldn't go very well, though. You could try to get in
Let's
discreetly,
go
maybe using
steal
disguises.
them.
Do you think you could disguise yourselves appropriately?
Yeah.
I mean, some of
For
us could.
myself.
Some of us, stature-wise, tend to stand out.
He'll look up at you.
Jagdek says.
Yes. Your other options would be to. You could try to steal a boat, in which case I would not recommend trying to do that from Palm.
Palm's not really going to be much of an option given what's happened.
So you could try to steal one from Rely, or you could go to Deep Marsh. This small town over here.
That's further west, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it's also the closest to Tull. But that's
And you said-
that's a lawless town. Outlaws, pirates.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, you might be familiar with this place. That's above board.
I might be, yeah.
It's,
You said there was a third option?
We encountered pirates. They were pirates.
They tried
Yeah.
to steal me to make me part of the crew.
True.
Part of the ship.
Part of the crew.
Part of the ship.
Part of the crew.
Part of the ship.
That's fine. I blew them up.
Yes, you did.
Don't you guys have a shit ton of money?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the third option. You could try to discreetly buy a boat.
Where's the fun in that?
Would we know how much a boat would cost?
I'm sure Pierre might.
Yeah. GM?
I need to. I wonder if they have that in the DMG. Hang on.
They should have in the list of stuff and services you can buy. Usually.
Would it be under
Perhaps
vehicles?
Handbook, sometimes.
Should ask Gert in
Hello.
those boats.
I do, but not the prices.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see if it is in the. It might not be in the DMG. Let me check the index. It'll be easier.
Oh, it's saying vehicles is chapter 6 of the PHB.
Oh, it's the PH. I don't. Where is my PHB? Oh, there it is. 1 second.
Where is my PHB? There it is.
Some interesting options we're going for.
It's just like the two DMs. The two people who are forever DMs are like, right, I'm getting my PHB.
All the books. Just hang on.
Vehicle page 229.
Got some great options so far there.
But let's see. A sailing ship would be 10,000 gold. Okay.
Not that
A
loaded.
keel boat would be 3,000. A rowboat would be 50. But do you want to row all the way across the sea?
Row your boat.
Not really.
Probably can't
Let's do
fit
one.
our entire group to be. I mean,
What's the-
let's be real.
How big's a keel?
Where
Yeah,
would we
I'm
move the
looking
boat
at
after
it.
we've bought it?
Exactly.
We have no places next to water.
We've got nowhere to keep it docked if we need it for anything.
Hang on, what about my animals?
Yes.
Probably best to keep them here for now.
If we go to that lawless town, we could just hire a boat.
Yeah.
That's the thing I'm talking about.
Yes, you could try to convince some of the outlaws to take you across. On one hand, if you offer them enough gold, they'll probably do it. On the other hand, if you offer them enough gold, they'll probably try to get you out in the sea and then kill you and take the rest of it.
They could try.
And then we have a boat.
I mean, he's got a point. If
No, that's a good plan. We go to that place. We tell them we're rich. We're gonna pay them a shit ton of gold, and we have more for them when we get there. They try to kill us in our sleep while we're on the boat. We kill them all. We push them off of the boat, and now we have a boat.
I take it you're traveling with
again.
them then, Pierre.
Yeah, I would be there. I would drive the boat once we own the boat.
guys, I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Green Man's actually speaking some levels of wisdom.
Again, where would we leave the boat afterwards?
It's fine. We get it for free. We can leave it anywhere.
We can sell it back to them there.
No, they'd be dead, so they don't. They wouldn't.
No, we can sell it to other people there.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, what about my animals? They
If
can't
it's a large enough boat, they could be on.
They can stay here.
For the
Oh, that-
moment, it might be best if they remained here. You don't want to Tull is in a state of turmoil. It would be very dangerous to try and take animals there.
We have a lot of feed, so we know that they won't go hungry.
Yeah.
Also, we should probably plant a garden, just in case. Phineas is all about food right now. He's happily munching on the fresh orange, and he's just so happy about this orange for some reason.
It would only be a temporary party, and then we will take good care of the animals here if you wish to leave them here.
Would also provide food for here too. If you think about it that way, Bree.
That's true.
Eggies. No meat.
We will not
Excellent.
eat your animals, don't worry.
What about milk and cheese?
Okay,
Wait,
fine, but I'm bringing
yeah.
Bandit.
Bandit is the dog, right?
Dog.
Very well.
Gertrude can stay here.
So
There's just silence when he mentions the goat.
I mean, the guard can help with things.
Goat milk.
Yeah.
Very well. In that case, your best bet, whether you hire or steal a boat, it sounds like Deep Marsh is your next destination.
Yep.
It seems the safest idea rather than going to lawless places seem safer than the law places right
It's
now.
also only about a day of sailing from Deep Marsh to the northernmost port, which
That's
would be
good. I'm not a
Bow
fan
Shadow.
of sailing.
It's not stealing. Yeah, technically, it will not be stealing because it's.
Isn't it called commandeering if it's a ship?
No. If they try to kill us in our sleep, it's retaliation, recovery.
Stuff
Technically,
defense.
not stealing.
That's if you hire
It's very
them to take you
different to the
across.
last
Yes.
Frenchman that we knew.
Renayan, yes.
Benayan, yeah, sorry.
Come again?
Very different to. Then you're very different to the last Benayan we knew.
No, well, I'm probably better.
But I mean, you're with us,
out.
so.
He was very good at motivational speeches and bread.
The bread. I will miss that bread.
I miss the fresh bread.
Don't. Bread is a tool of the nobility to control the masses. Bread is an affront to liberty.
He went so French all of a sudden. he went full French when talking about the nobility controlling people.
And liberty.
Oh, I love it. Sorry.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much did that speech break the fourth wall?
It does seem like, any place that has some semblance of a law system still functional doesn't seem to be the good idea.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we go to the swamp thing, we get them to attack us, and then we get the boat. We'll be good. And then we can even give the boat to like an orphan sailing orphanage.
There are orphanages on boats.
No,
There's a lot of them?
Sailors in every port, they create babies that can then get abandoned, and they need places to learn the trade of their fathers so they can make a living. So we make it a school boat afterwards.
Did this happen to you, Pierre?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh.
That explains a lot.
I mean, we don't have to make them attack us, but if they do...
I mean, if we need them to, we just send Pierre out. I'll help.
He does have a face that is rather... You'll just notice
Punchable?
Coronis has sort of subconsciously clenched his hand for a moment before he unclenches
Yeah.
it.
I know, right?
Haven't felt the need to do that yet, but
I would
He
just
did-
look at Kronos and nod in agreement. Yes.
I mean, he did technically lie to us at the beginning, but he told the truth afterwards, so I don't know.
He did help with the mimic.
He did help with the mimic.
He didn't have to.
And like we were talking about you, Pierre, when you're right there as well.
Yeah.
Like, I hope this isn't too uncomfortable for you.
No, it's fine.
He's used to it.
It makes sense. You have a lot of questions about me and doubts, and I'm sure you've been hurt in the past, but I'm Pierre. I'm nice to you. I want to help.
Insight.
He's a Pierre of helping hands.
Insight.
Okay, well, if the GM allows it, roll your insight check.
Hey, that's between you two.
Yeah, you're allowed then. His name is Pierre. He is indeed nice right now, and he indeed wants to help.
He's nice right now.
Right, yes.
But you missed the last part. He does want to help you. Or at least that's what you perceive.
Now we need to find out why. And what's his true story? Anyway,
Were you saying that out loud as Zaelste?
no. Maybe I should, but no.
I had to. I forgot to roll to see. That the roll didn't change anything.
Okay.
Well, destination set, I guess.
Tally ho 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 ho. Not quite sure where that went.
Tally ho ho ho.
Tally ho ho ho. I mean, 'tis the season.
It will be from here. You'll probably have a day of travel to get back out of here. If you push it, or if you wish to stop halfway.
Feel good.
If you wish to stop halfway at the watering hole, it'll be 2 days. And then 6 days of travel once you're outside. So you've got a bit of a journey ahead of you before you get to Deep Marsh.
Maybe we should set some plans in motion to improve this place while we're gone.
Yes, that's a good idea, which we will do between streams.
Yes. Phineas is just like, he's trying to be a good person and make people's lives better. He's actively trying to not cause chaos and actually be a societal being at this moment.
Not cause chaos. Rolls 1 on wild magic.
Yeah. It didn't do it on purpose. Then the second roll was a 2.
My chaos buddy.
Oh, he's
Quite
still
literally.
doing chaos. It's in
Quite
his soul.
literally.
Who's in the room with us at the moment? Because I wanted to ask somebody a question.
I'm sat
Who's
right
in the
next to
area?
you.
In the room right now is Seb, the dwarf. You've got the Dawnbringer, you've got the Commander, and you've got Koronos. Ricardus isn't here.
I look at Kronos.
He'll look at you.
So we have some magic items we want to sell.
Okay.
We're struggling to sell them because nobody wants them.
I mean, your best bet for that would be the Aerith Archipelago. They have a magic item shop there.
Where's that?
Other direction.
That's to the north.
It's back up near Alexandria.
Near the blood plane, near where we were before.
Huh. What?
Almost like directly north of the salt. Almost.
I forgot how far south we travelled until
Very.
Yeah. If you look at the world map, it's the area that's got a bunch of people
assholes.
and a big seahorse on
Kelpie?
it. Kelpie, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kelpie, yeah.
It is a Kelpie, yes.
Boats.
That is Freeport. That's where you
Is that a
would
We have a mimic.
No, it's not a mimic.
It's not.
It's something
It's
else.
creepy. Whatever it is, it's creepy.
Once we have a boat, we can swing by over there in one other of those adventures we could go on.
Then we can have a lot more money for this place.
Yep.
From what Ricardus tells me, there is an area of wild magic which we could tunnel into as well.
Oh.
If we were to do that, and when you guys are level 9, we could potentially open a teleportation area for you to. You'd have to find another area of wild magic to operate it, but it'll allow you to come back here much quicker.
Sounds
We
handy.
go visit Grandma. Sorry, that's a personal wish. I
What
will
you
not
need to
push
do.
it onto you guys.
I thought your grandma was angry with you.
That's why I need to see her. I don't know if it was dream grandma or real grandma, and if real grandma's pissed, I need to make it up to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9th level. At 9th level, you can get the, as they call it, teleportation circle. Obviously, my rules are a bit different, so instead you'd tunnel into a wild magic area.
Yeah.
Can I have my own arcane study then?
Every time he sneezes, a spell gets cast. Not a good idea.
He would buy sneezing powder. Let's be real here.
Yes, he would. He'd be going to the kitchen every single day and getting a daily supply of pepper.
I might increase the amount of facilities you're allowed to have beyond what the book recommends, just because, you know, just
It's
two,
fine.
just. I mean, at level 9 it goes up to 4 facilities, but that just seems so limited. So we'll see.
So when we next level up, we'll have twice as many facilities available, essentially.
and
we're level 8.
and a lot more facilities to choose from. I think you actually
yeah.
get more at level 9 than you have at level.
That's a future problem. That's how I'm looking at it. A future problem.
That's a problem for future Andy to decide.
Exactly.
But it's all going to be stuff you can do.
Yay!
Anything else you can tell us about this port, other than that it's lawless?
It's not a place I typically would visit. No.
What would Pierre know about it? Yeah.
Give me How much would... Given Pierre's history, I'm going to say... Give me a history check with advantage. 21. Yeah. So it is a pretty lawless town by the standards of the region. There is, for lack of a better word, a government there. But it's mostly just whoever's got the most power in the city has beat up the most people and effectively positioned themselves as the leader of whatever crew's in control at the time that's running it.
Okay.
It is... There's a lot of unpleasant people there, but there's also a few who are just... They've had nowhere else to go, effectively. So it's not...
Right.
It's not all bad people. And the easiest way to describe the town would be chaotic neutral.
Okay.
There'll be people there that you do right by them, they'll do right by you. There'll be people there that will appear to be helping you, and then the moment your back is turned, try to take all your money, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Town.
Would we know? Would Pierre know of like a crew notorious for doing those type of things?
Yes, he would.
Okay. Then Pierre would tell the rest of the party. Yeah, I know exactly the people we need to hire to try.
He would know of two.
I know at least two crews that would be perfect.
One of
for
them,
us.
oh god damn it, I've forgotten the name now. We'll just call them the Raiders for now, because it was something Raiders. Are known for being absolute assholes. The other group, the White Fuzz, as they like to call themselves, is a crew of rare rats that have got a bad reputation because they will trick people and then bite them.
Oh.
Yep.
Not again.
Okay, I know one crew that will probably be perfect for us to travel through the seas and potentially gain a ship.
I hope
I've
it's
been
not
there,
those rare
in the
rats that
past.
we came across before.
No, not them. The waiters, whatever. We'll figure it out when we're over there. So
Okay.
and you'll see it's gonna be fun.
Pierre would also know there's a street market there that sells, well, all sorts of random shit. Just whatever effectively they found floating in the sea that they've looted from boats or on the highways, stuff like that.
And we'll make it a shopping day as well. It's gonna be fun. They have a lot of trinkets over there, shiny things, and sometimes hidden magical things as well. It's gonna be fun.
You might be able to sell magical items there. Might. But whether you'd get a good price for them, that's another matter.
That's the question. Yeah.
Yeah, we better to buy and not sell over there. Everyone's poor anyway, but it's good to like try to find nice, shiny or valuable things that the people over there don't know it's valuable.
Pierre, how wise is Pierre?
This is wisdom.
Do you have better questions than that? Is regular wisdom?
Would he know how wise it would be to flash a lot of money in a town like that?
He probably would know that it's a bad idea.
Yeah, because presumably at some point he might have thought about what happens when someone flashes a lot of money in front of him there, perhaps.
Yeah. So that's how we can start spreading the rumor that we actually are loaded and attract the bad people. And then we take care of them. And we make the world a better place.
We
Huh?
don't need to immediately
plan.
advertise how much money we have.
It's
It's
gonna
better to.
Hold that thought though, man. You're onto something there, but it needs work.
Yeah. It's better to scope it out first before we start
Okay.
advertising.
Yeah, that's true. Better not attract too much attention, especially given your lawless status right now.
Hey, hang around with us long enough, you'll be on that list too.
Also, if you're traveling to deep marsh, you're going to want to definitely leave your animals and cart here. There's not proper roads out there. Your cart would probably get stuck in the marsh.
I know. I'm just gonna take Bandit.
Bandit will woof.
He's a good boy.
Um,
I give him a little bit of ration under the table.
is Deep Marsh also a Runayan old colony?
No, there probably would be quite a few Renayans there. Well, people that survived it. But no, it was just like, this was a outcropping that no one had really built on, which made it perfect for the purposes of outlaws and such to take advantage of, shall we say. Okay.
Yeah.
I think so I will send all the details for the Bastion stuff. Kirsty also has access to it from her book already.
Yay.
But I'll make a few small changes to it, but yeah.
Yeah. What's the armored dude been doing this whole time as well? Just waiting or...
The commander, he's just sort of been very attentively listening, occasionally nodding. You've seen him whisper to Londis a couple of times. But he doesn't seem to be much for conversation.
Okay.
He was the one that was in favor of an armory, however.
Yeah. That's not what I'm worried about at this moment.
What are you worried about?
Many things. It's,
I mean, the guy's battle. The guy's
just
battle
observing the room. That's all.
He wouldn't be here. He wouldn't be here if he hadn't. What's the right words? If he hadn't managed to, at the very least, convince Ricardus and Hawk that he is a good sort, I guess, is the easiest way to put it.
Yeah. It's more an observation of just like knowing where I'm standing in around people, like, you know what I mean?
In this situation, Alondis is effectively the leader of the Dawnbringers in this area, whereas this guy's the commander of their actual forces, so to speak. The one that gives the orders to the soldiers, the men and the guards, etc., and what to do.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. With that, we can wrap up for tonight. And the next game, are people good to play in 2 weeks? It will be the 3rd, so I don't know how people will be on the 3rd. Pretty
Should
close.
be fine for me.
Yeah.
Should be fine, yeah.
I mean, put it in the calendar, and if anything comes up, people can say something come up. It's not like we've haven't had that before.
Yeah.
People
Okay. So we'll tentatively
different.
say we'll continue on the 3rd, which
Yay!
means this might be the next game we play. In fact, it will be the next game we play because we're not playing on the 31st.
Last and first of the year.
Yeah. The only one that's not having a break.
Yeah.
Technically, yes. Technically, no. Like, we're not over doing anything on the holidays, but then nothing of ours happened on the holidays.
No, but
Yeah.
what I just mean, like, we're not. All the other campaigns are skipping sessions for the holidays. This one's the only one that hasn't had to skip any.
Like Hadara is skipping one.
And my campaign.
It's because we're
Yeah.
special. We've
Yes.
landed on the best day, so that means we don't have to take
To
a
be
break.
fair, the next Doral lands on the best day.
That was the
6th of January.
the same.
My birthday.
Right. Well, cheers for playing, guys. Cheers for all the games this year.
Hang on.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for running.
Much appreciated, my friend.
This was a more of a lore and technical session than anything else, but important.
All good.
Right. For those watching, cheers for watching all the games that you've watched this year, and
Better be back in next year.
yes.
Yeah. I can.
That's not a threat. It's a
So we're at
promise. You better
20.
be here.
We're sitting at 23 out of 30 subs right now for the going goal.
Nice.
And that's going to go down over the next 2 weeks, I can tell you.
Yeah, I usually do.
Yeah. Anyway, cheers and have a good one.
Bye.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
Ta-da.
Bye.